Okay, hello class. Today for your day 4 notes, you're going to learn how to find the volume and the surface area of a rectangular prism. So just a reminder, rectangular prism, that's the prism where we have rectangles basically on all 4 sides of our prism. Or not 4 sides, sorry, there are 6 sides to a prism. Okay, so first, the top and bottom, those will be congruent on your prism as well as all pairs of sides. So top and bottom would be the same. The left and right side would be the same, the front and back would be the same on your prism. Okay, so first to find the volume, volume is the amount of space occupied by or the capacity of a 3-dimensional shape. So the volume is the number of unit cubes that would fit in a 3-dimensional shape. So you know how area is the amount of space inside a 2-dimensional shape? Volume is the amount of space inside of a 3-dimensional shape. And the way we find volume of any prism is to find the area of the base, so figure out how much fills in the base, and then take that times the height of the prism. Okay, so volume equals, when you see a capital letter here, that stands for the area, something that you have to calculate. So you would find the area of the base and then take that times the height. Okay, so that's finding volume. So we'll go through an example of that here in just a bit. Okay, and then surface area. Slide this up a little bit. Surface area is the area required to cover a 3-dimensional shape. So think about wrapping something 3-dimensional like a present. If you were wrapping it and you're figuring out how much wrapping paper would go around the outside, that would be finding its surface area. So it's the area of all the surfaces that make up that shape. Okay? So the easiest way to find surface area is to break down whatever shape you have into what's called a net. So if I have this rectangular prism, if I break it up, that just means like unfolding it, then I would have this thing called a net, where the net lets you see all 6 sides that make up that prism. So if I fold this up, here's the 4 sides that wrap around, and then these would be the 2 end caps that fold on. Okay, so then to find surface area, basically we would just figure out the area of all 6 of these sides and then add them up together. Okay, so surface area of any prism is the areas of all the sides added together. Okay, so it's just lots of calculating of area. Okay, so let's look at an example on the next page. Okay, so we're going to find the surface area and the volume of this rectangular prism. Okay, what you want to realize when you have a rectangular prism, again, that it is broken up into 3 pairs of sides that are all the same. The front and the back are the same, the 2 ends are the same, and the top and bottom are the same. Okay? So when I'm finding the area of this, I could draw up a net for this. I could break it down, which sometimes people have a hard time drawing this out, but with a rectangular prism, it's always going to be 4 rectangles. Can we see all 4 of those? Yep. And then the 2 on either end. So if I'm looking at this broken up, these little ends would be like this right here, which is 2 by 3. Okay, same over here, 2 by 3. Okay, then this right here would be like the front, which is 5 by 3. Okay, that's 5, that's 3, which this one would match up with that, because if you fold it around, this side and this side would all match up. That's 5 by 3 as well. Okay, and then this would be the top and the bottom, which would be 5 by 2. Okay, so you notice I have two sides that are 5 by 2, 2 sides that are 5 by 3, and then I have 2 sides that are 2 by 3. So basically you're just pairing up every number, every pair of numbers together, and then you have 2 of each of those. Okay, so I could say I have 1 pair of sides that's 5 by 3. Okay, I have this right here, and then I have the pair of sides that are 5 by 2, and then a pair of sides that are 2 by 3. Okay, notice I took every number and paired them up. I took 5 times 3, that would be this front, 5 times 2, which would be like the bottom, and 2 times 3, which would be like the side. Okay, so when I find that, I get 15, I get 10, and I get 6. Now notice that's just the area of 3 of the sides, right? And we have 6 sides here. So I just found this one. I've got the 10, right? 2 times 5 is 10, 5 times 3 is the 15, and then 2 times 3 is the 6. Now I have 2 of each of those, right? This one and this one would both be 6. This one and this one would both be 10, and this one and this one would both be 15. Let me circle those so we can see them a little better. Okay, there you can see your 6 sides. So there's the area of 3 of them, okay? Plus I have, which if I add those up, let's add those together, that would be 25, 31, right? Yep, 31. And then since there's 2 of each of those, I can take that times 2, which would then be 62. And let's see, what label do we have? Well, we don't have a label, but since it is area, we would say the unit squared for area. Okay? So I can either break it up and find all 6 sides separately and add those all up, 10 plus 15 plus 10 plus 15 plus 6 plus 6, and get that answer. Or I can pair them up and just do 3 of the sides and then know that there's 2 of each of those. So 3 of the sides added together was 31 times 2 then makes 62 square units. Okay? So that's surface area, and the area of all the sides added together. Volume is the easier one, because volume is just the area of the base times the height. Okay, well the base of this thing, we notice, is just that rectangle. So the area of the base would just be 5 times 2. Okay, and then we would take that then times the height, which the height is the 3. Okay, so pretty easy to get the volume of a rectangular prism. So area of the base, 5 times 2 is 10. Take that times 3, then gives me 30. Okay, so my volume would be 30, and what label do we use for volume? Well, since volume, we're talking 3-dimensional filling it up, we would say the unit cubed for volume. All right, so again, surface area is the area of all your sides together, so all 6 sides, all 6 rectangles. You find the area of all 6 and add them together. Volume is just your area of your base times your height, and that's what fills in our 3D shape. All right.